Barcelona, Bayern Munich, the biggest match to talk about. It already begins with a joke.
Listen, I mean, Barcelona are a joke. The last time they played Bayern Munich, it was 8-2. If everybody remembers in that shortened version of the Champions League.
I know, but it's a good game. Listen, Barcelona's last Champions League game before Messi appeared for the club in Europe was a 1-0 draw with Celtic in November 2004. And here's Barcelona once again without Lionel Messi. Lewandowski, by the way, who scored 28 goals in 24 Champions League appearances. Talk to me, Jimmy. I know it was 8-2 last time around, but this can be sexy,
no. Come on. Listen. When they lost 8-2, they had Messi on the field. Luis Suarez was on the field. Antoine Griezmann came on at halftime. That didn't help, okay? And they had Philippe Coutinho playing for Bayern, and he ended up scoring 2 goals. I mean, what is even happening right now? Now you're going to replace Messi with, let's go with Luke de Jong. Yeah, that's a good shout. Braithwaite's going to be hurt. So Coutinho might actually get his first start of the season. Now, Memphis Depay is red hot. I don't want to take anything away from Memphis Depay. Maybe the MVP of the last international break. 5 goals for the Dutch and tremendous in every single facet. And he has really not slowed down. I thought maybe there'd be some head going down, don't get to play with Messi, whatever, but he's really picked up his game and really carried Barcelona and his country. So I do think that they could potentially score a goal because, as we know, Bayern Munich have a tendency of kind of falling asleep and whatever. If somebody scores 1, we'll score 4. It doesn't really matter, just like they did against RB Leipzig this past weekend. I just feels very one-sided to me, Luis. I feel like had Robert Lewandowski been healthy in the last Champions League, when they played against PSG over 2 legs, he missed both of those. I think they would have beat PSG. They created so many opportunities. And if they had a Lewandowski at the end of those, they probably would have faced Man City in the semifinals. And then we're talking about maybe Bayern playing Chelsea in the final instead of Man City. So there's a real thin line between success and failure for Bayern Munich. And I think it all comes down to Robert Lewandowski. The guy's healthy. Now, from a betting perspective, I want to say this, LME. I have placed this bet 7 times, this exact bet. Lewandowski to score, Bayern to win, both teams to score. It's plus 290 in this game, okay? This bet has hit for me 6 out of 7 times that I've played it. That's crazy return because Bayern has a tendency to give up a goal, but they always find a way to win, and Lewandowski is usually a player that does it. That is by far my most successful bet. Every time I place it, I come back feeling pretty good about things. Now, if you want to kind of level up that experience, you can get into somewhat of exact scores. So if you want Lewandowski to score and Bayern to win either 2-0, 2-1, or 3-1, because you're maybe you're thinking Barcelona won't score, though I think they might. That's plus 450. Or if you got Lewandowski to score 1-0, they have to win 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1. That's plus 500. And that has better value. So there's some action there on Caesars Sportsbook. I think you obviously should take a look at it and obviously look at the starting lineups as well. But when I look at Barcelona's potential starting lineup in this one, their front 3 doesn't really scare me outside of Memphis Depay. Ansu Fati's still hurt as well. He doesn't look like he's going to go. Now their midfield's solid with De Jong, Pedri, and Busquets. But that back 4, Sergio Roberto, Jordi Alba's questionable. I just think this Bayern team is going to be next level. The one thing I'll say about Bayern, they had Serge Gnabry go out at halftime against RB Leipzig. So Jamal Musiala came in, and he scored a goal a minute later after he came on, and then he had assists later. That kid is amazing.
He was great.
And I just think that, Bayern have so much depth, and Barcelona I don't feel like can say the same thing. But I don't think it's going to be an 8-2 game, but I do think that Bayern will win this one. So I'm excited about it. Should be a good one.
Yeah, well said there, Jimmy Conrad. Is there something to be said about Julian Nagelsmann and the fact that this is his first Champions League game with his new team, Bayern Munich? Maybe he has to still get accustomed to that in the major tournament. Obviously, we know how good he is, and he understands, obviously, the Champions League, but being with Bayern Munich, a different team, now facing Barcelona, does that have anything, do you think?
I think with regard to Nagelsmann, I think what he needs to do in some capacity is get out of his own way. These guys are absolute machines in this competition. And as I mentioned, if Lewandowski hadn't been hurt, they could have gone back-to-back. And that means they wouldn't have lost any games in the Champions League for 2 years running or something. So these guys in some capacity can manage themselves. It's just a matter of putting them in good spots to make plays. Where I think they can be vulnerable is in the back line. It looks like Lucas Hernandez is going to play center back next to Upamecano, who hasn't actually been that sharp, Upamecano, since coming over to Bayern. Benjamin Pavard still, I don't think, has really locked down that right side and made it his in a way that maybe Philip Lahm or Joshua Kimmich has done. And then Alphonso Davies, I love him, but he does like to go forward a lot. So you can hit them on the counter and really try to take advantage of his positioning, which And more often than not, he can get away with it because most teams can't punish them because they can't counter quick enough against this Bayern team, especially when you have Goretzka and Kimmich in the middle of the field who are very good at shutting down plays. So this Bayern team is so solid all the way through. And obviously, if Manuel Neuer is standing on his head, you always have a chance. So really, with regard to Nagelsmann, it's kind of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, there's not much to change here. Just put people in good spots and obviously do the scouting report on what they think they're going to see from Barcelona and then just get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, emphasize the simplicity, I think. What about his wardrobe? Do you think that will be a distraction?
Sometimes. I hope he keeps it like down the middle. I don't know why he always dresses like he's going out to a club sometime on the sideline, you know? There's different ways to make it all about you. And I don't know if dressing up on the sideline is the way to do it.